Hi there, I'm Angela Brown, and this is Ask a House Cleaner. This is a show where you get to ask a house cleaning question, and I get to help you find an answer. Now, today's question comes from a bunch of house cleaners who are getting resistance when they show up to a customer's house and the employees that they have don't look like that anymore. Now, what do I mean by that? In our minds, we have a stereotypical version of what a house cleaner looks like, right? House cleaners don't look like that anymore. So today it's not a question that I'm sharing an answer with you for. I'm giving you a reality check. The last airplane flight that I took, it was flown by a female pilot. Oh my goodness. It doesn't match the stereotype. When I went to the doctor, guess what? It was a woman doctor. Oh my goodness. Lives have changed. Times have changed. And now house cleaners are men. And they have beards. And they're bald, and they have tattoos, and some of them have colored hair, and some of them have facial piercings. They don't look like what they used to look like anymore. People have changed. We've welcomed and introduced a new artistic expression to our society. And so as homeowners, we need to welcome that into our homes instead of judging and saying, well, I don't want a man in my house. Okay, the reality is this. If we are equal opportunity employers, we're going to end up hiring someone's dad, or someone's son, or someone's daughter, or someone's wife. We're going to hire a variety of different people because we are equal opportunity employers. And so what that means is if they have facial piercings, that has nothing to do with the job they're going to do when they come to clean your house. And if they're covered in tattoos, guess what? That's their artistic, creative expression. And it has nothing to do with them cleaning your house. And so if you are a house cleaner and you are showing up to give a bid for someone's house and you have a creative artistic staff, this is the time to have that conversation. Now, meteorologists do this to us all the time. They get on the news and they say, oh my goodness, there's this hurricane coming. You should barricade your houses. You should put out the sandbags. You should evacuate. And they give us fair warning. And then we watch on the news and we see the trees swaying back and forth, and we hear the thunder and the lightning and the rain clouds. And when the storm comes, it's not a surprise, right? Because we knew it was coming. And so as a house cleaner, if you tell your customers, I have a creative, artistic looking staff, when those people show up to do the job, it's not going to hit them out of the blue. It's not going to come as a surprise. It's like giving them fair warning that the hurricane is coming, right? When the hurricane comes, you're like, I knew it was coming. Yeah, my walls are barricaded and we're ready to rock and roll. It's the exact same thing with the house cleaning industry. So after you've bid the job and you're at the customer's house and you've decided that you are the person that is going to be able to help them with their needs, and you've built rapport back and forth with this customer and they like you and they want to hire you, on your way out the door, you need to have another conversation and say, hey, listen, by the way, thank you so much for hiring us. I'm very grateful to you for the business. But we are an equal opportunity employer, and I wanted you to know that just so there are no surprises. And so when we hire first on attitude, second on reputation, and third on skill. So the people that we have are all highly qualified. They've all been through drug checks, they've all been through background checks, and they've all checked out to 100% of our expectations. Then they've gone through training, and we're all bonded and we're all insured, and these are people I like and I trust. And I would never send them to your house unless they met my expectations, okay? But I should warn you, they're a very creative bunch of people. And so when I send someone to your house, we don't hire them based on age or religion or ethnicity or sexual preference or physical appearance. And so when I send someone to your house, we have to look past the things that cause uncomfort to some people. So I just wanted to let you know that. Does that bother you? And if they say, no, that's fine by me as well. Okay, great. Now we've had that conversation. Then if you're going to send someone over to the house and they do have creative expressions, what you may want to do is call the customer in advance. So you call up Mrs. Peterson. And you say, Mrs. Peterson, I know that Sherry is your normal house cleaner and she's just gone into labor. And so I've pulled her off the workforce and I'm going to be sending a new cleaner to your house today. His name is Todd. Now, Todd has a creative expression And as I told you back when we first had this conversation about you hiring us, that I have a very artistic, creative staff. Todd is one of the artistic, creative staff. And he's a middle-aged guy, he's bald, he has a beard, and sometimes his hair is blue. He's covered in tattoos, and he has a scripture that wraps all the way around his left leg, and he wears shorts, so you might see it. He's got facial piercings, and like I say, sometimes he paints his fingernails. So that's Todd. But now listen, I'm sending Todd because he is the best replacement for you, for Sherry. I gotta have you promise me something in advance though. Once the baby comes, I want for you to have Sherry back, because once you meet Todd, you're never gonna wanna go back to Sherry, okay? Todd is a jewel. I mean, he is a gem. You are gonna be so delighted with Todd, okay? So I'm sending Todd over to your house, just wanted to give you a heads up so there are no surprises. So then after that day, you pick up the phone and you call Mrs. Peterson on the phone and you say, hey, I just wanted to check bases. How did Todd work out for you today? You know what Mrs. Peterson says? I was a little bit disappointed because you undersold him. Today he shows up and he has no blue hair. Okay, that's awesome, right? But she was prepped for the worst. Then when he showed up, because she was expecting, and I had prepped her with that information, she was expecting then that he's going to show up and he's going to be an amazing person, which he was and is, okay? And then what happens is you start getting phone calls from Mrs. Peterson's friends who want to hire your cleaning service, and they only want to hire Todd. It's awesome, okay? But you need to set that up in advance for this reason. Your customers are coming from a life of whatever, I don't know. But we do have filters, we do have prejudices, and we do have things that have come to us from other people that we know, like, and trust. And so if these are beliefs from people we know, like, and trust, we can't let that interfere with the people that we hire. And so if you set the stage for your customers, you can have all the Todds in your organization you want that are amazing house cleaners, and they deserve the right to work just like everyone else. And then once you have established that, there are no surprises with your customers. And when Todd shows up to clean the house, they're not going to make him uncomfortable because they didn't see it coming and they don't know how to react around someone that looks like Todd. The truth is, Todd is good to the core. He's just a good person. And he's one of the best workers you'll ever find. And so if you can look past that, the artistic creative expressions, you're going to have the best house cleaner you ever had. But I got news for you. They don't look like that anymore. The stereotype of house cleaners is gone. And so if you hire a house cleaner, expect to be entertained and enamored and impressed, because the world has changed. Alrighty, so that's my 2 cents for today. And until we meet again, leave the world a cleaner place and a more open-minded place than when you found it.